we look further at what additional rights the court has included here, you should appreciate what it means to characterize behavior as a fundamental right. It means that the court's going to apply special protection. It abandons the rational basis test and replaces it with a far more powerful test, the compelling state interest test, or the substantial state interest test. Under this test, if you're dealing with a fundamental constitutional right, the government has the burden of proof. In the case, it has to show that it has a compelling interest to pass the law that's being challenged, and it has to show, moreover, that the law is narrowly tailored so as to minimize any interference with this fundamental personal right. And this is a pretty darn tough test. Now, not every case will fall under the test, but it's a very tough test, very hard test, and to invoke it usually does mean that the plaintiff will win. It's quite the opposite of the rational basis test. Now, there are really two kinds of questions we ask with respect to these fundamental personal rights under substantive due process. First, what rights are included? And in that question, we also ask ourselves, how can we depart from the approach that we've now rejected in economic substantive due process? What makes these now newly discovered rights, like abortion or contraception or what have you, more important? Why can we include them? Why can we decide that somehow they're fundamental and protected against legislative regulation? And whatever it is we turn on including under this heading, what exactly is the application of the strict test that we now apply? And I'll talk about a variety of rights the court has identified, leading mostly to the end the matter of abortion, since that has generated such a good deal of discussion and interest and controversy in the court itself and in the larger society. Okay, first, what fundamental rights are included, and how do we justify active review for these rights? Now, again, we're not talking about all kinds of personal and privacy rights. There are specific kinds of rights that we have in mind. The following are fundamental substantive due process rights discovered by the court. The right to marry and divorce. And as I already said, the right to use contraceptives. The right to procreate and not be sterilized. The right to an abortion, as we'll discuss. The right to educate one's children. As the court said in earlier cases, you have a right to educate your children in private school if you choose that over public school. The right to live together as a family. The right to refuse unwanted medical treatment as a competent adult. This is not a right to assisted suicide. And the right to care and treatment if you're actually in the custody of the government. Now, the government doesn't have to take care of you in general. There are no affirmative constitutional rights like that. But if you are actually in government custody, if you've been involuntarily committed to a mental institution, for example, you have a right to care and treatment minimally necessary to ensure your safety and freedom. Now, these are some of the rights, and let's talk about them more particularly, but we'll turn the tape over first.